Hey guys, welcome back to Japan Frequently Asked Questions number 4. I really appreciate all your responses and all the questions and comments you're sending me. I'm really kind of overwhelmed with how much people are enjoying these and how much they help people, so I'm going to continue to do these as fast as I can and get you your answers as quick as I can. Alright, let's get into our first question here. Okay, a question that I've had a lot recently is asking about discrimination in Japan. Are you discriminated against as a Gaijin or a foreigner in Japan? Well, the word Gaijin itself means foreigner or outsider. Okay, it actually comes from the word Gaikokujin and is a shortened version. Some people consider it racist. Personally, I don't take it as racist. It's an efficient word that labels us what we are. We're outsiders to this country. You will face discrimination when you enter Japan. There is still a lot of discrimination from older generations. And this can affect any country that comes in here. You will never fully be accepted into Japanese society, so please realize that. This has been a segregated society for thousands of years. So there still are not a lot of foreigners here. We only make up about 1% of the entire population of 127 million people. So you can imagine what kind of minority we still are here, and it's still taking us a while to be accepted. Socially, Japan is still where America was back in 1950 as far as accepting us. So there are going to be some hurdles for you to overcome. Some discrimination you might face is, as I said earlier, not being allowed into some places. People ask, what places are these that I won't be allowed into? Well, pretty much they can deny you access to any place that they want to deem Japanese only, and you will actually see Japanese only on some doors to restaurants, doors to clubs, doors to bars. Okay? There's nothing you can do about it. If you try to forcibly enter these places, the police will be called and you will be asked to leave or even put in jail. And there is no law to say that they cannot do this. There's also a lot of sexism in Japan too, a lot of chauvinism, and like I said, they are still in the 1950s as far as being socially aware. It's sad to say, and it's an unfortunate situation, but it is evolving. And over time, I do believe Japan will become a more open-minded nation towards foreigners. But as for right now, I will say, please expect some discrimination. Please realize you will never fully be accepted into Japanese society or their workplace. You will always be seen as an outsider or Gaijin. The younger generation is the most accepting, and they're really excited about more foreigners entering the country. So you will receive a friendly response from them. And it's not like you'll be shunned on the street left and right. People will still be happy to help you, but like I said, you will never be fully accepted. Our next question is about medical help in Japan, and is there English medical help and other services that would be needed while you're staying in Japan or living in Japan? The answer to that is definitely yes. There is high-level English speakers that work in the medical profession. Most hospitals do have English staff on hand to help with English speakers. And in a worst-case scenario, medical staff would make sure that you did get relocated to a hospital that would be able to take care of any medical needs that would have to be in English. Also, if you're here on a work visa at an eikaiwa or an international school or wherever you may end up, most of the staff there will know of nearby hospitals that do have a good English-speaking staff. There are English-speaking dentists as well, maybe a little bit more difficult to find, but you can find any kind of medical help that you would need with English speakers. So you might have to do a little bit of research when you get here, but you should have no problem finding that, so it's not something you need to worry about. Okay, our next question asks, can I get into the film or TV industry in Japan, or is that as hard as getting into anime and manga? Well, actually, it's not that hard. A lot of Gaijin do get into that because Japanese do like to see a lot of Gaijin on TV. The thing is, you need to know how to speak Japanese. Okay, they're not going to have you on TV if you don't know how to speak Japanese. You might get a small spot in commercials or even a small interview on the news. Just in the short time that I've been here, in the past 2 years, I've been in one TV interview and one small commercial. It was actually just on the spot. I didn't even expect it, and they just asked me to be in it. So things like that can happen anytime for Gaijin because they are a novelty here in Japan. So if you're really interested in that, you do actually have quite a good chance to get on TV or into the film industry here, but I'd say study, study, study your Japanese, and that'll really increase your chances. Okay guys, that's it for this episode of Japan Frequently Asked Questions. Once again, thanks so much for all the response. I'm really happy with all the comments and all the views. I never expected this to be so popular. But I'm really thankful for everything that you guys are sending to me, all the compliments and all the questions, and I'm going to try and get the next set of answers out to you as quick as I can. See you next time.